Alright, so I'm back again. So for this video, I'm going to proceed to lesson 2, possible values of random variable. So for this, I hope you're done answering with your assessment in lesson 1. And again, if you have more questions or queries or napamigkalibgan, you just PM me or comment where you want to ask the questions that you want to be answered. So do not hesitate to ask me because I am willingly uh, helping you for you to understand. So lisod gyud og dili ta makasabot kay this is just basic for our next discussion. So lesson 2, again, possible values of random variables. So we already know about the discrete and continuous, diba? So this time our objective is at the end of the lesson, you will be able to find the possible values of our random variables. So again, a random variable is a numerical quantity that is derived from the outcomes of a random experiments. Experiments like flipping a coin, rolling a dice, drawn a cards, ka na gani magbunot-bunot. So that is an example of experiments. Not necessarily nga naa sa laboratory. So experiment na gyapon na mag-flipping a coin, kapila ka mo gawas ang head or kapila ka mo gawas ang tail. So that's it. So let's proceed to example number 1. Example number 1, suppose 3 coins are tossed. Let y be the random variable representing the number of tails that occur. Find the values of the random variable. So the question is, we have already heard the answer, but the question is, giunsa man ni pagkuha ning sample space. So remember, we have 3 coins to toss, so katulo. So again, when you remember, when you say coins, we have 2 possible outcomes. We have the head and the tail. So unang labog, it could be head or it could be tail. So, muna ang first nga toss. Kapila ra ta mo toss? Kaduha. So, para sa second, it could be again head or tail. Then, pwede po diri head or tail. So, that is the second toss. Diba? So, third one. So, it could be head or tail. Then, it could be head or tail again. Then, it could be head or tail. And then, it could be head or tail. So, as you can see, we have 8 possible outcomes. Yes, 8 possible outcomes when we throw 3 times the coin. So, we have 3 heads, head, head, head. So, head, head, head. Then, head, head, tail. So, head, head, tail. Next is head, tail, head. Head, tail, head. Head, tail, tail. Head, tail, tail. Tail, head, head. Next is tail, head, tail. Tail, tail, head. And tail, tail, tail. So, mao ni siya diri ang mao ni ang answer sa sample space. Remember, when you have a sample space, you are going to write that one in a set. So, we have head, head, head. So, I am discussing you this because for you to know how to get the sample space. Kasi base naglibog mo gyud sa pagkuha ning kaning tail, 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 gijuma-jumaan ra ba ni. So, mas easier if you're going to make a 3. 3, di ba? 3, what's that? 3. Kahoy or sanga-sanga. So, that is 3. You're making a 3. So, head, tail, head. So, head, tail, tail. Pasensya na mo sa background if makadungog mo sa saba. Okay? Because of silingan. And tail, head, tail, 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 head, and tail, tail, tail. So, this is now your sample set, which is the same from our module, from our examples. Okay? Now, second step is you are going to put a number from the value of the random variables y, the number of tails. So, you need to put example, kung tulo ka book tails ang mugawas, then you are going to put 3. So, as you can see here, 3. TTH is 2, THT 2, HTT 2, HHT 1, kay kaisa ra man ning gawas ang tail, 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 then naputay 0 because wala gyud ning gawas ang tail. So, as you can see, so the possible values of random variable y are 0, 1, and 2. So, mao ni ang chances nga mugawas ang atong tail. Okay? I hope it's clear para sa inyo nga part on how to get the sample space and how to give the assigned values of our random variable. So example number 2, determine two balls are drawn in succession without replacement from a box containing, so we have here a box. Yes, we have here a box of 5 red balls and 6 blue balls. So let Z be the random variable representing the number of blue balls. Find the values of the random variable Z. So again, first step, you're going to assign sa rato'y possible mo gawas. There are only two, the red and the blue. Kapila man ta mo buhubot? Ka-2, ba? 2 balls are drawn. So, ka-2. So, it could be here, after nimo nahubutan ng red, pwede gapon ka mag-red or blue, or red or blue. Yeah. So, as you can see, naatay upat ka outcome. So, it could be RR, puro red, red and blue, blue on red, and then blue and blue. So, this is your possible outcome. If you're going to write this in a sample space, then it is RRR, RB, BR, and BB. So, that's it. BBB. So, as you can see, the same, di ba? So, say for example, ma'am, mo lagi 3 balls are drawn. So, dili sa kamo outcome, imo paning sumpayan diri kung naakay ikatulo. Sumusumpay na sad ka diri para diri ang kita. Di ba? So, 4 and 5, so mo na siya mong gawas. Okay? So, next step is we're going to put down the values. So, since blue balls man na nga itong ihapon, so as you can see here, 2 red balls ay nagawa, so there are no balls, so blue balls of 0. RB na ay usa, BR na ay 1, then BB which is 2. So, the possible values of random variables of Z are 0, 1, and 2. Okay? So, this time, it's your turn to shine. Answer the problem below. So, are you ready? Sige, let's try. The household of a local community were surveyed about the number of occupants who are working. It was found out that 25 households have 1 occupant working, 18 have 2 occupants working, 12 have 3 occupants working, and 5 have 4 occupants working. Let X be the number of occupants working from a randomly selected households. What are the possible values of a random variable? So of course, you are going to list. If you are going to analyze the problem, so na ako Roy, pipila ka households. Then ay nag-survey kung kada household, pila ba ang nagtrabaho. So it was found out sa 25 ka household, pila man kabuk ang nagtrabaho. Only 1, di ba? How about 18 households? Pila man kabuk ang nagtrabaho, na ay nagtrabaho nga 2. Yeah, na ay 18 households nga duha ang nagtrabaho, na apoy 12 households nga tulo ang nagtrabaho, na apoy 5 households nga upat ang nagtrabaho. So what is our possible outcomes? Our possible outcomes is, what is your guess? So our possible outcomes is, or the possible values of our random variable is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that's it in possible values of a random variable. That is our lesson 2. Okay, so never mind answering the reflection, just get into it. You can watch the video again for you to sink in what has been discussed. And I hope you are ready to answer your assessment for lesson 2. Again, please write your answers on the given summative paper. And if dili siya maigo, then it's the time na you need to have another sheet of paper. Okay? So again, dira ra mo mag-answer sa summative test paper. Just write your name. And if dili maigo, then you need to have another sheet of paper. Okay? So I'll be back for our lesson 3. Thank you, and I hope you learned something for today's video.